Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be how I edit my Instagram pictures. So on my Instagram, I like to kind of follow the same filter or edit my pictures the same so they all kind of look similar. I don't really have a color scheme like a lot of people do, but I try to edit them very similarly so they kind of go together really nicely. I'm going to show you what editing tools I use to edit my pictures and what I personally use to make my pictures look that certain way. So I really hope you find this helpful. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is ChelseaFrostXO. Take pictures of like my random life, things around LA, updates on my YouTube and blog. So yeah, if you want to follow it, it's ChelseaFrostXO. So if you are interested in seeing how I edit my pictures, please keep watching. So starting off, I usually go to VSCO, and I really love this app. VSCO is great for different filters, and this is where I always use my filter. So I'm just going to go to the plus sign and I'm going to add the picture. So I just have this random picture from one day in Malibu, and fun fact, it's me posing in front of a outhouse. So yeah, I just kind of liked the sign, but it is an outhouse. So I will add the picture, and then what filter I use is HB2. So I click on that, and then if you click on the HB2 button, you can bring it down, bring it up, however much filter you want on your picture. So I usually bring the filter to like 6 point something, so I'm just gonna leave it at 6.8, and then you hit the check, and then I move over to like the two little bars on the bottom left, and I'll play around with the exposure. So I raise it up, raise it down. I usually bring it up just slightly, depending on what my picture looks like, but I'm just gonna leave it at 0.5, and then you hit the check, and then I'll raise the contrast a bit, so I will bring that to like 0.5 as well. Hit the check, and if I need to straighten it or crop it, I'll do that. I like to sharpen and bring up the clarity a bit on my picture, so I'll sharpen it to about 0.5. I don't really have like certain numbers, it just all depends on what the picture looks like, but I think I'm just bringing everything to 0.5 right now. So I really like this kind of like blue hue to the filter. I don't usually play with the saturation. Like sometimes I'll bring it up, sometimes I'll bring it down, but I usually leave it at 0. And then if I need to bring down the highlights or bring down the shadows at all, I don't use this too much, but if there's like really strong highlights or strong shadows in my picture, I will play with it a little bit. And then the temperature, I rarely use. I'll only use it if the picture is like super blue and I have to color correct it a little bit, but I rarely use that. But that is really all I use. And then I hit save, and then I hit the 3 little dots at the bottom, and I save it to my camera roll. I'll save it under actual size. So then it saves to my camera roll, and then I will sometimes go to Facetune, and I will use Facetune to whiten things if I want to whiten the background a bit, or if I want to smooth out my skin, especially if I'm breaking out majorly. I don't like to use this too much, but I will open the photo, go to camera roll, and then select the picture I just edited in VSCO. So here's the picture, and then you can zoom up. And like sometimes I'll smooth out my face, sometimes I won't, but I just use like the first option, and I just do like the spots where I have like really problematic skin. So like sometimes on my chin if I have a blemish, but I won't do like my whole face. Then you hit the check, and then if you want to whiten it, say if you want to like whiten the shirt, I'll just like go over it with the whitening tool, and I just use my finger to kind of edit that. I'm not gonna do that because I don't really think there's a need in this picture. You can also bring out the details. So say if I hit details and I want to bring out the sign, I can highlight over old place, the sign right there, and it'll just bring out the details and make it stand out a little bit more. And then you hit the check. You can reshape things, you can patch up things. Say if you have a blemish and you want to cover up it, you can hit patch, and then you can move up to your face and you can highlight a blemish, and then you can just cover it up if you need to. I'm not going to do that. I don't usually use that. You can also fix red eye. You can defocus certain parts of a picture. And then when you're done, you just go to save camera roll. And then what I do is I just go to Instagram, and then it brings up the picture that we just edited. And I will usually, sometimes I'll have it fitted, but usually I'll bring it out so you can see the whole picture. And then I will hit next, and I will do a little bit of last minute editing in the Instagram app. I don't use any of the filters, but sometimes I'll go to edit, and if I think it's still just a little too dark, I'll raise up the brightness just a little bit more. I'll add up a little bit more contrast. It just depends on the picture. Sometimes I will sharpen it a little bit more. Hit done. And then I like hitting the Lux button, and then this just brings out certain things. I honestly don't know what Lux does, but sometimes I'll do it and it just kind of brings out different hues and it just makes it look cooler. So yeah, sometimes I'll just like add a little bit of that hit done. And then when I'm done with that, I just hit next and then try to think of a caption. I am the worst at thinking of captions. So if I can't think of anything, you'll see like quotes and stuff like that. So that's when you just know what, I don't know what to say. So yeah, that's really what I do to edit my Instagram pictures. There's not much to it, it's pretty simple. And this is what my Instagram feed looks like. So they all have the same HB2 filter. They are all edited the same, but as you can see, there's different colors going on. I don't really have like a color scheme or anything. I just take pictures of things I find interesting, and yeah, I just really love photography. I will usually take pictures with my DSLR or my vlogging camera. Sometimes I'll take pictures on my phone, but I just try to make sure I have the best lighting and have the best quality picture out of my phone. But I really like taking pictures with my DSLR just because it's just such better quality. So if you want to take cool pictures, I would just experiment with your camera or your phone. You can definitely take good pictures with your phone. This picture was taken with my phone. This picture was taken with my phone. This one. So a lot of my pictures are actually with my phone. This one's with my phone. And you just want to play around with the lighting, and that can make a huge difference with how your picture turns out. It's just fun to kind of curate your Instagram feed and make it look pretty, and yeah. So that is my video. I really hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see future videos, and I will see you next time. Bye.